So how often do you find yourself looking at the realtor.com or Redfin or whatever your source is?
Every day. I've been doing it
Yes.
for, I would say, 3 years.
Okay.
I wasn't willing to pull the trigger for a long time. I didn't have the confidence. And also, I think here's another thing that's really important, Michael, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is that I know that real estate is the right way. We know a lot of people do, and that's the way to build financial success. For a long time, I was building my own business, and I didn't feel that I was super strong in my own business
Mm.
to be able to venture into other areas. I believe you said something about it's better to go a short distance in just one direction than
Yeah.
go 1 inch in 50. Is that right?
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
And so that's what I wanted to avoid. I wanted to avoid going into something that I didn't understand when I wasn't, um, when I was still not great at what I did. And
Yeah.
so that's why it took me such a long time. Another thing is I follow Dave Ramsey, and he talks about don't take on debt, don't take
Yeah.
on debt, don't take on debt. In some areas you want to take on debt, but for a long time I had been saving. I became crap, as you say.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Cash rich, asset poor. Yes.
exactly. Is I became that because I was saving up to pay the majority of a home
Yeah.
and just get rid of it, not have to deal with it because I follow Dave Ramsey.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
And so for a long time, I kept investing into myself. So I would go to school, acting classes and equipment and blah, blah, blah. And so I wasn't ready in the pit of my stomach. But then as my age got up to 40, I realized it's time. I need to
It's
do
time.
something now.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with what I do in my business. And so going back to your question is how often do you look? I've been looking for 3 years, 2 years, at
Okay.
least 3 years easily.
Oh,
But
good.
within the last year, I've really been attacking it. And I still didn't know what I was looking at until I saw your spreadsheet. And I was like, yes, this is it. This is exactly what I needed.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
Because I was just going to ask,
yeah.
yeah, what's different now, right? Because you've been doing it every day, which is awesome, but now it's different. It's the spreadsheet. Because now you understand, you're starting to see what an average, good, and great deal is, I'm
Yeah.
guessing, right?
Yeah, which I don't entirely understand yet. I
Okay.
don't entirely, even last night, I was having a conversation with my buddy who's also in real estate, Matt, and we were like we had two spreadsheets going. I had one on one screen that was my spreadsheet, and then I
Yeah.
had your original. I call it
Yeah.
MZ's original.
Ah, awesome.
And I was like, why is it that I'm getting different numbers? And I realized that you had it at 6%.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
it's my first time, I can go with the conventional and I could put
Yeah. You got you
4%.
have an advantage for sure.
Right, I have a slight, and I kept looking at your numbers and I was like, why doesn't this make sense? Why is it that mine are coming out better? I mean, there's no way that Michael, you say a lot often is don't let the ego get the best of you or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was thinking, I'm not smart. Why is it that my numbers are coming out so much better? And then we just kept going through, and he was going through on his side too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. We sat there for an hour trying to figure this out, and then I saw the percentage, and I was like, that's what it is that I'm at 4%, which
Yeah.
is where I should be because I
Yeah.
still haven't purchased a home.
Yeah.
He's at 6% because he's been doing this for so long. So
Yeah.
that's why his percentage is lower
Exactly.
than he even told me, he goes, bro, you're at 12%. If it's at 12%, Michael Zuber would have bought it.
Yeah,
Something's wrong.
exactly. It'd have been a done deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that offer would have been out.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was interesting. And then, so I switched to 4%, and yeah, I forgot the original question,
No,
but
that's okay.
it's basically just going through the Excel sheets. Yeah.
Yeah, just so people can follow along in the spreadsheet that he's referring to. My cost to purchase, right? My debt financing is at 6% because I have more than 10, right? I have to go to a different kind of lender. I can't go and get an FHA loan or a government loan. And Michael here, he hasn't done his first 10, so he's at 4%. In today's market, 4.3, whatever it is. So that's what he's referring to. So, okay. So this is exciting. I'm glad you got the course. What would you tell someone who's thinking of, they're kind of in your situation and they're going, do I want to spend, $200 on an online course? What would you tell someone?
I would say it's great just for the experience, just for the information that it has within it. It's, I think it's gold. I really do. It's got great information. It gives you a baseline, a foundation to how to begin. And then after that, you know, you're not able to take action because that's part of your personality, or maybe you're not ready financially, whatever. But the thing is that it's a really nice foundation to begin somewhere, and it's
Cool.
well worth it. I think absolutely well worth it. One thing I liked in your book was that I mean, in the course, was that you repeated things over and over to the point where um, it just like stuck. It built confidence with every time that you kept saying the same thing. I thought it
Yeah.
was great
Yeah.
because it was so simple, so succinct, and yet, yeah, it was just, it's very valuable. So I would say to anybody that if you're going to start or considering it, give it a shot for, you know, for $200. It's well worth it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to do in the course. When I put it together, I challenged myself. One is I had to document exactly what I did and give everything away, which is the spreadsheet, how I calculate yield, how I compare apartments with houses. It's all there.
Hmm.
I wanted to be able to take someone from zero to writing offers, which it's done. I think what I do is a skill. I have no special intelligence or access or anything. So I think it's a skill that can absolutely be learned.
Hmm.
What I have is the ability to focus, right? I looked every day for 10 years,
Yeah,
you know, which is not easy for some folks. I do get kind of tunnel vision when I have a goal. It just becomes an
I
activity.
do too.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
like boom, 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 like let's
Yeah.
go. And
Chop
then
it down.
just go, right? I don't, you know, just keep swinging. And then the
Right.
last thing was what you just said. I want to build confidence.
Confidence is super important.
Yeah. And again, you use the spreadsheet, you build it yourself, you feel it's yours, right? You can add columns, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the spreadsheet will tell you what's a better deal. I don't want people to just roll up and go, hey, I'm going to bet on 17 black, right? On the craps table. That's not what this is about. Go build some
Right.
confidence, kick some rocks, go see stuff.
Right.
And I am so happy to hear, Michael, that you've made an offer. Let's stay in contact, see what happens.